Hello everybody, welcome to another video, or welcome to our channel if you're new here. My name is Rose, this is Zion, and he is 9 months old. Oh yeah. He is 9 months old, and we are doing baby-led weaning. So we're gonna do a video all about that. He grabbed the camera. Okay, so I wanted to jump on at the start of this video and just kind of go over what we do as far as baby-led weaning, and just a little quick backstory of our journey with baby-led weaning. So we started solids at 6 months, which is generally what is recommended, as long as your baby is showing the signs of readiness and all of that. 6 months is like the general time frame. So we started solids at 6 months. Before that, around 4 months, he had rice cereal a couple of times, but not anything too much. It was just the doctor said we could try that. We just kind of did it for fun, but it wasn't a regular thing. At 6 months though, he started like actually eating solids. And so we started doing baby-led weaning, and that's really what I'd always planned on starting with, even before I was ever pregnant. If you know, or maybe you don't, we tried to get pregnant for over 4 years. We did IVF to conceive Zion, and so we are an IVF family, and so I had a lot of time to think about the things that I would do, or the things that I liked, the ideologies that I liked with parenting and all that stuff. So baby-led weaning was always something that I researched and I thought sounded great. But then when Zion hit 6 months old and it was just kind of like time to jump into baby-led weaning, I was very nervous about it. And you may be as well. If you're looking this up, that might be why you're looking it up. But I was very nervous about giving him, if you don't know, I'll explain really quickly. Baby-led weaning is basically, instead of baby foods or purees, and you can kind of do purees. I'll explain kind of how we did it at first, but instead of like going to the store and buying baby foods, you really give table food, and you pretty much just give it and let the baby feed themselves. That's why it's baby-led, because the baby is picking up the food and feeding the food to themselves. Typically you're doing chunks of food, and I mean, people do like chicken legs and everything in baby-led weaning. You just really teach babies how to eat. And it can be very intimidating at first, especially if you're not prepared or if you haven't researched. He's in there talking, he's with his dad. If you haven't researched or anything, it can be especially intimidating. But I wanted this video not to be here to tell you what to feed your baby, because I think everybody has to do their own thing. And everybody, I believe totally in intuitive parenting, where you know what's best for your baby. So in the beginning, when he was 6 months, we didn't just give him chunks of food. That was not something I was comfortable with. I thought I would be. We got to that point, I was like, there's no way that I'm just going to give him food and tell him to eat it. Like, I just could not do that at first. And so we did, the first food that he ever had that was actual food, not, like I said, the rice cereal, was an avocado. And I mashed it up really good. Even though avocado is obviously really soft, I mashed it up a ton and gave it to him that way. I actually even put breast milk in it because I wanted it to be thin. I was very nervous about the feeding thing. And so we did that at first. He loved, and still does, love avocado. It's still his favorite food. But we gave that quite often in the beginning because it was just something easy that I could mash up really, really good. We did the same thing with sweet potatoes. We would mash them up really good, put some breast milk in them to make them a little bit liquidy, and then we would just feed him that way. So that's what we did in the very beginning. We weren't buying baby foods. We weren't feeding baby foods. He's had baby food. Again, don't get me wrong. I'm not against baby food. We even have some baby food in there right now. We'll give it on occasion, especially if we're traveling or we're out and about. It's an easy thing to grab. So we have given and do occasionally give baby food, but for the most part, he just eats regular table food. So went to his appointment at 6 months. They asked us, what is he eating? Have you started regular foods? And I told him, yes, we're trying to do baby-led weaning. I haven't really full jumped into it yet. I'm still, pureeing a little bit. I was even at that time, I believe, blending up like peas and carrots and stuff, like steaming them out of the bag and then blending them up, putting breast milk in them again and feeding them that way. And I said I give him regular foods, but I'm giving it pureed. I'm not just giving him chunks yet. The pediatrician, the guy that we saw that time, said that was great, that he recommends regular table food over baby food for numerous reasons, but one of them is because usually giving table foods right from the bat like that, he said, results in less picky eaters in the long run, which I've heard many times with baby-led weaning. And then also it actually is better for allergens. You're less likely to have food allergies if you do baby-led weaning. So there's a lot of reasons, but we started after that. I would say by the time he was about 8 months, I was getting really, really comfortable, and now he's 9 months, actually about 9.5 months old, and he's just eating. I mean, he eats, you'll see in the video, he eats great. He picks up everything. I'm very confident in his ability to eat, and I believe that baby-led weaning, the fact that we started off slow. I started off very intuitive. This is what I feel comfortable with, and then we added to it. But once I saw, hey, look, he can grab food, he can eat it, he's chewing food, he's taking bites of food and chewing it before he takes his next bite, he's learning this way, I was sold. So we've done that ever since, and we've been for a couple months now doing just where he's picking up food, he's eating it, and it's been going great. He's been doing amazing. I really believe baby-led weaning has taught him how to eat, and it's very good. His pincer grip, which is where they grab things like that, is so amazing just from using it and from, learning that skill. I think it does so much for them as far as their motor skills and their development and all of that. So it may not be right for every family or every person, but I don't think it's hard. I know a lot of people think it's more difficult. He eats what we eat for the most part. We might change things up just a little bit. If we're gonna be adding a lot of salt or adding a lot of spice, we'll make him a little different pan with the same general stuff, but not as seasoned. Some seasonings he does have, but we don't like to give anything spicy, a lot of extra sodium or added sugar. So that's kind of what we're doing. I will jump in with the video. We will get started with breakfast. I want to say also he is still drinking breast milk as his primary source of nutrition until he's 1. So he is drinking bottles throughout this of breast milk that you're not seeing, but he is drinking those as well because that needs to be primary nutrition, breast milk or formula, until a baby's 1 year old. So you can look up baby-led weaning for yourself, but I know a lot of people are not familiar. Even in my own personal life, they had no idea what I was doing. And so I wanted to give a little description first. Let's jump in with breakfast. Okay, so this is breakfast this morning. Just some strawberry, 2 strawberries actually, cut up. This is kind of how we cut them up in the little strips like this. Easy for him to pick up. He can eat a whole strawberry. It's just easier like this. We've actually given him just a strawberry to eat, and he does just take bites of it just like you would. He kind of just sucks on it, and it kind of dissolves. He's really good about eating, and so as I've said, it makes me feel a lot more confident in it, but this is easier for him, and I feel best about it this way, and so that's kind of what we do. But he just grabs it, you'll see, and just kind of takes bites until he feels like he can put it in his mouth. Today, I tried out this new recipe for pancakes. He loves pancakes, and so I tried out this recipe that I will show you that doesn't have added, you don't put any sugar in it or anything like that. So that's great, obviously, if you have a baby less than 1. And so I'll kind of show you just what I put in it. It's very self-explanatory. I didn't use exact amounts. I just dumped it in, and so it looked like pancake batter, It's just kind of very easy. But I used a frozen banana. It was just a banana that I put in the freezer, not from the frozen section, but an actual banana that I froze. And so anyway, I put that in the freezer. It was not even the full banana. He had actually eaten some of it. I'd cut some of it off. So as much banana as I had, basically. And I used this. This is the baby cereal from Gerber. So this is the oatmeal one. It's a little bit oatmeal, banana, and strawberry. He really likes this. And so I thought that would, add some flavor to the pancake. So I used this kind of in places like flour or anything like that. You can use flour, but I just saw somebody on YouTube use this kind of thing. So I thought that was great. And I put 1 egg and just some water until it was the right texture. So the right consistency, I guess. So that is breakfast this morning. He absolutely loves strawberries and pancakes. He will enjoy this for sure. I'm going to bring him in here in a second. But also with the pancakes, I made several. Whoops. I made several of them so I can actually freeze them. Okay, I went ahead and got him because he was wanting me. But I'm going to freeze the pancakes, and I saw somebody on YouTube put them in the toaster when they, when they freeze them to give them to their baby. So I might try that. I think that that's really a good idea. You can see he's starting on his strawberries. He loves strawberries. Big fan of strawberries. He holds them really well. Also, I was going to say something else. Oh, these little things, these little covers, are from Amazon, and they are actually great for baby-led weaning because they cover up their clothes and everything. Obviously, it's messy. Strawberries obviously stain. Avocado stains really bad, which is something he eats all the time. And so these are great, and I think they're super cute too, but they're just like little covers for their clothes and everything, or even just for their bodies. Even if you just kind of strip them down and put this over them, it just kind of helps the cleanup process if you're not planning on a bath immediately after eating. So those have been really super helpful. Like one of my favorite things to watch him eat. So cute. Yay! Excited? Yay! Yay, breakfast! See, he's holding his strawberry until he chews the other one. Yay! Chew it up real good, okay? Chew it up real good. Pretty good? Your first time trying this kind, huh? Very good. The seat that we're using is a bumbo seat. It can go like on the floor or anything like that too. If your baby just needs assisted sitting, it helps with that, but it's also doubles as a high chair. You just like strap it on to a chair. We love this thing. Okay, we've moved on to snack time. We've had a nap, haven't we, Zai? We've had our nap, and we moved on to snack time because I'm getting lunch prepared. So a lot of the time while I'm making his meal, he just will sit here, or even if I'm not making a meal, depending on the time of day, he might just have a snack. So right now he's having Cheerios. These are just the regular whole grain Cheerios, not honey nut, because if you're less than 1, you're not supposed to have honey. So I make sure to buy just the regular Cheerios. And he has these for a little snack. I mean, he doesn't have them like for a full-fledged meal, he just has them kind of like for his snack. So he has that for a snack, or he'll have like little baby crackers or puffs, and that's kind of what we do for snack time. He loves Cheerios. If your baby's having a hard time developing the pincer grip, which I talked about in the intro of this video, which is where they just grab the stuff like that with their 2 fingers, I think Cheerios are super helpful because that's really what helped him develop that skill. Is when I started giving Cheerios. That's when he got really good at self-feeding. So I think they're really helpful. He obviously loves them. And yeah, he's going to have his little snack time. Okay, for lunch, we're having avocado toast, which is what we call it, but it's really just bread with avocado on it. We don't toast it. I guess we could, but we never have. This is actually homemade bread as well. That is what I read was recommended, and we actually just Manny makes our own bread all the time. We don't buy bread anymore. So this is homemade, which makes it obviously better for him. But he loves this. This is absolutely one of his favorite lunches. We have this for lunch a lot. He loves avocados and he loves bread. So those are 2 things that he really enjoys. So yeah, that's what we're having. And a little tip with avocado, obviously, we buy it fresh, which we've bought frozen avocado before as well, which works great as well. Avocado thaws out really quickly. But we buy it fresh and then actually just freeze it. It looks gross because it's all melted in here. But freeze it in Ziploc bags and keep it that way, because obviously avocado goes brown really easily. So, you can, if he's not going to eat the entire avocado, which he doesn't, usually if he eats straight avocado, he'll eat about half of it at a time, so I'll freeze the other half. And so anyway, that's what I just used. I just ran it under warm water and kind of not unthawed. I always say unthawed. That's not even the right word, I don't think. I defrosted, thawed out the avocado, and then fed it to him. He's already finished that little slice, so on to the next one, but he really likes this one. So he's also drinking water. This is a Tommy Tippy sippy cup that we just got him with a straw. And from what I researched, babies should have, I guess, no more than their age and ounces of water a day once they can drink water, which is at 6 months. So he would drink like 9 ounces of water. It was hard to get him to drink water for a while, but this sippy cup with a straw, which is actually for 12 months and up, but he's kind of more advanced with things like this. He does great with the straw and really loves it, as you can see. So that's what he's doing, drinking a little water and having his avocado toast. Is it good? Here, get this. He's showing off the camera or something. Pretty good night. All done. All done. So this is mild compared to the usual cleanup process for baby-led weaning, but yep, time to clean up. But it's totally worth it because he loves to eat. Okie dokie. We are gonna have Parent's Choice. We've had another nap, by the way. We're having a Parent's Choice rice rusk. This is the organic banana. Okay. He loves these. These are one of his favorite snacks. This is just kind of like a keep you occupied slash fun little teething snack. Some brands call them like teethers, but yeah, that's what he's having right now. There's 2 in here, so he'll have both of them, most likely. And I am going to work on dinner here in a little bit. It's almost 4 o'clock. Manny's in the shower getting ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Easter service, so he's doing that. But we're also gonna have some more water. I'm telling you guys, this Tommy Tippy sippy cup is great. He's actually almost drank the water that was in it, and that's like his daily, like what he would need. It's got some avocado on it, but he drank it, so we're gonna give him the rest of that here in a minute. But it's really helped him drinking his water. So if you have a baby that can use a straw, highly recommend. That's a great one, and I think it's like leak proof and all that. I haven't really fully tested it out because we just started using it, but really liking it. Okay, we're about ready to have dinner, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. For dinner, we're having salmon and sweet potatoes, 2 of our favorites. It's gonna be delicious. Oh, he's ready. He's very ready. Salmon's like, that's the first kind of meat sort of thing that he ever ate, was salmon. He also really likes chicken. That's another thing that we make a lot, is chicken. We're cooling off the sweet potatoes right now, but he's gonna enjoy some salmon. Hello everybody, jumping on with wet hair and editing the video because I'm editing it and realizing I forgot to end said video. So that was a full day of baby-led weaning every day, just like it does for anybody, I guess. Looks a little bit different as far as what Zion eats and that kind of stuff, but he loves food. He always does so well with it. I'm really thankful for that. I know some people just have a really hard time getting their babies interested in stuff, and he has loved it from the beginning, and he does so well. And I really love baby-led weaning. I look so forward to making his little meals, trying new things out, all of that. I think it's so fun. So definitely recommend trying some baby-led weaning recipes and whatever you're comfortable with as a parent. I just think that that's really important you know, that you're using, you know, your intuitive parenting, you know, that what you feel is best for your baby is what you go with. And whether that's purees and baby-led weaning or baby food, store-bought, whatever is working for you and what you think is best for you and your family and your baby. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below any recipes maybe that you've tried or fun different things that you've tried. I love to try new things out. So thank you for watching. Remember, you are incredible. Jesus loves you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.